Hey everyone, so we're at the Good House where they are well known for their fresh juices and tonics, and Chef Van is here and he's gonna show me how it's done.
We're actually gonna be making one of our most popular fresh juices. It's our Beet Retreat. Everything on the table is actually locally sourced and locally grown. We also like to make our juice menu seasonal. So right now it is root vegetable season, and so we are going to be playing with some beets.
Okay, so talk about what is in this juice.
We have some Meyer lemons. We're also going to be doing some Pink Lady apples for a little bit of sweetness, a locally sourced pineapple, of course some seasonal beets, as well as turmeric, turmeric root, and ginger root. So all this is going to be juiced and brought to some immunity.
And you said immunity. Are there any other benefits we'll get in this juice?
Well, immunity is one of the biggest ones. I would say one of the #1 benefits is because everything's locally sourced, it really introduces you to the local pollen and the local environment. We always have about 15-mile-an-hour winds out here in Desert Hot Springs, so it's really nice to get yourself accustomed to it right
and
away.
fresh.
And fresh, exactly.
All right, well, show me how it's done.
We're gonna cut up about 3 of these.
Okay, 3 beets. What's the key to making a really good juice?
Staying in season. You know, the fruit is the star of the show, and if it's not its season, it's just not gonna be at its best. So let's move on over to a lemon. We're just gonna cut those into thirds. We're just gonna get our turmeric root, get it nice and sliced up. You really don't have to do much to it.
I feel like with turmeric, some people either love it or they hate it.
It's so true. It goes straight to the face, yep.
But it has some great properties?
But it has some really great qualities, absolutely. I mean, one thing is that turmeric is known to be a really good anti-inflammatory, so is ginger, so they get put together a lot. And it's a really great way to stain your cutting boards as well, too.
Yeah, for sure.
Last but not least, we're just gonna deal with this pineapple right here.
Cutting pineapple can always be a challenge.
It can always be a challenge, and I always think that there's just an easy way to do stuff, you know? So whenever I cut a pineapple, I always cut off the top and bottom first, and I love a bread knife because, you know, we go with our kitchen knives to these fruit, and the fruit usually wins. So I really like something with teeth that's gonna get it nice and shredded up.
All right. That looks juicy.
Nice and juicy, right? Yeah, probably nice and sweet smelling. And then other than that, so I love to just cut them into quarters. And then you could just take that right out. Take out the core right there as well too. And you have yourself some cut pineapple.
Nice.
So we're just gonna cut these into strips right here. And we're gonna put those into the juicer.
Is there an order?
You know what? I would say that there isn't an order to juicing. I would say that my best advice is always to just kind of mix a little bit of everything in there. So, you know,
and you
don't
leave
have
the
to
pineapple
go.
skin on there.
I do, just because the specific juicer that I have, it takes the skin right off for you.
Gotcha.
So,
I was like, wow.
you know, saves a little time. We haven't seen our color yet because we got to add some beets, of course. A little more of that ginger, turmeric, some nice sweet apples.
So you mean to tell me all that went in there?
Went in there, yeah. Pretty spectacular, yeah. So, you know, we really like to juice our stuff fresh to order. We're gonna make sure that it has some nice ice cubes in it. The cool thing is that we actually do all of our garnish in-house. We grow our own mint, we grow our own rosemary, we grow all of our own citrus.
So it's like literally from here on property?
Literally from our farm to the table, yeah. And right now we're actually in a farmscaping process. So our hope is in the next 5 years or so to actually be growing all of our own produce.
Very
So
cool. Ooh,
it's pretty groovy, absolutely. So that's some of that mint.
Cheers.
So cheers to life.
That's some good stuff.